What's up, Doom fam? April 6th, catching up with the world. I'm the Wizard, glad to have you. Hit the like and use the donation link below. I could use your help this upcoming summer, wiring additional solar panels down to a patch of land here on the property. So, as per usual, I'm just going to rant about things I can recall about this week, and all of you participating in life. What a train wreck it is. I applaud you if you did go to the protest this weekend. I support civil disobedience. All you can do is be you.
Because of me, or is it your condition? I'm just me.
And try to give a message that things aren't working out. Although you might need reminding that the top 10% control $107 trillion worth of wealth and assets. Meanwhile, the bottom 50% have nearly 2.5% of the nation's wealth. So at this point, we're in revolution territory, and it's probably about time to pick up arms and stampede powers of authority.
No one has ever done anything like this.
That's why it's going to work.
I'm not advocating violence, but I am part French, and I'm aware of my ancestry participating in the French Revolution by hearsay. I wasn't there, obviously, but we're in a whole new world. So in case you missed it, there was that massive earthquake in Myanmar, which has displaced and killed thousands of people. The horror stories and people suffering through that is just beyond words. I have deep empathy for that. And not to mention the impending disaster in Iran, with us sending more warships, spending hundreds of millions of dollars of our tax-paying money. Although most likely, if you make less than $40,000, you don't pay much taxes. Although that is soon set to change. The Senate has approved the new tax cut funding bill, or it's in the draft works, voting that they would knock down standard deduction, which I've been relying on the past few years to make sure that I don't contribute to this evil, insane world government that is now discombobulated and disconnected from the rest. I know the tariffs, I've already ranted about them, and it seems like it's going to, be up there in the headlining news lately because it's going to affect everything we have. And City Prepper, that bald guy, if only I was bald and I worked in finance, life would be so much easier. But I'm the Doom Wizard, and I got all of you. All you can do is be you. This bald guy does a whole video about things you should purchase before May 1st. I agree with all of it. Get your wiper blades and small tools, appliances, batteries, solar panels, all that kind of shit that we depend on other countries for, which are now going to go up in prices, not to mention just buy a used car and fix it up, get parts off eBay and that sort of thing. That's my plan. I have 269,000 miles on this, though I just redid everything. I expect to get past 300. I just did valve timing and PCV valve change recently. That did help, I believe. I feel it. So this is a warning and a reminder that oxygen levels in bodies of fresh water are depleting rapidly, more than they emit. They're not absorbing, and that's causing massive ecosystem problems, not to mention the bees dying. I mentioned in my last video, like millions of them. We've been warned about this ahead of time. You're just waiting for that I told you so moment, right? Right, Jarko? I hope you're still here. And all 200 or 300 of you meat sauce miracles. Russell Brand is an alleged sexual assaulter and rapist, touting as a born-again Christian with all his iconic tattoos of religion around his body, various religions, spouting off, it's in your mind, it's consciousness, and we're all existing. Don't do that. Ugh. Never liked the grifter from day one. Go figure, life has been a struggle since 2007 when I graduated high school. Appreciate the boomer doomers, the younger people, all the new subscribers to this channel. I am just a dude who took geology in college less than a decade ago, and now through fate and actions find myself living off grid. I have my water fed through a spring-fed system. Power is now going to be solar and a wood stove, which I just had the whole shebang cleaned. Got some work to do on that. And food I source from food banks and wherever I can, really, just, out and about, because food is so damn expensive. I'll tell you what, working nearly full-time minimum wage here and trying to save for the future, the near-term future, for things that I need, after calculating food expenses, I'm left with just a couple $100. I make just as much on unemployment and not working. But I enjoy some occupations so much that I wouldn't mind working. I had a working interview at the cider company, a farm cidery, and got to meet the owner and work alongside her. It was an experience. I look forward to getting more time in there. Right now it's still in the pending phase. So I could use your support. A few more upgrades to the cabin for this upcoming summer season. It's going to be a hot one, you know it. Probably not as hot as you down under in Australia, but nonetheless, a scorcher. Or like Texas. I'm from Texas, where it's 120 degrees for weeks on end, and you just sit in traffic and bake in your car and have your windshield cracked. Up here we deal with rust. Never thought in my life I'd be living in New York, let alone the Catskills. Got a bit of wind coming here. I haven't seen Minecraft, nor do I ever care to. But I did watch Mickey 17 with Robert Pattinson. He's like 38, 2 years older than me. Not that it matters. Cool sci-fi movie being reprinted out. The message is, we're all disposable, while the oligarchs and elites, that Bernie Sanders is on a CBS Sunday this morning talking about control everything, have all the wealth. We're here. We should probably bust out the guillotine now. Right? Like the French Revolution? Oui. Okay. Well, this has been your Doom Wizard catching up with the world update. A little windy. Hopefully I can edit that out. Woke up from a nap feeling chipper. I'll talk to you guys next week. Hopefully. See ya.